Hello, everyone. So, just wanted to give you guys a update on my situation because these days I've been depressed. I'll be perfectly honest. I've been down. So, what I wanted to do in this video is to just visualize my burden essentially. And I feel the reason I want to do that is because I feel it will help me to see like how what my situation is like, and maybe then I can prioritize and take steps to avoid it. So I've got some things ready for you guys. So first things first, biggest burden in my life, my debt. So my debt, I've got remaining on my loan £5,000 and 3,300 left on a credit card. So combined 8,300. Now it might look like a lot of money for debt, but there used to be a time where that was 25,000 plus. So the fact it's now down to 8,000, it's a lot more controllable. I feel happy about that. But it is a burden. As you can see, it's just sort of hanging over my head. That number's been there. It's been hanging over my head now for 5 years. I'm bored of this. It's like, go away. Go, leave me. So I will be very happy once the debt is cleared off. Because each month that particular debt, so regardless of rent and bills and phone and internet and food, whatever, that is causing me to spend another nearly £600 a month in debt payments. And I am just like sick of it. And yeah, and it's like I said, it's been hanging over my head now for 6 years. Go away. The next thing that's been really sort of putting me down lately is my commute to work. So you guys know, I like my job. It's a good job, it pays well and so on. I hate traveling to it, so I have to spend more than an hour each way commuting to it every day. So it is exhausting. I can barely, I can't, I think in the last 2 or 3 months, there hasn't been a 5 day in a row when I've gone to work every single day. Either I've been sick or booked holiday or work from home or so on. I can't handle that commute. It's too far. So, and it's just the burden that a lot of people face is that when you have to spend 2+ hours every day traveling to get to work, it's exhausting. Now, the next one, lack of exercise. Now, ironically, I do actually have a Fitbit. So I'm wearing this every day. I'm looking at it. I am doing like 10,000 steps a day and so on. So I'm doing plenty of cardio. Now, the issue that I have is that I am not actually working out. So it's like, fine, I'm doing 10,000 steps a day. I'm walking probably an hour and a half every day and so on. But I still feel weak. I feel like the more I'm walking, the weaker I'm becoming. It's becoming to a point now where it's almost a struggle to stand up because I'm walking so much. I'm not giving myself a real chance to recover. So it's not proper exercise to walk a lot. Like I need to fit other things into my routine. And then what goes hand in hand with bad exercise is also bad diet. I'm eating crap. It's like I eat the quickest thing I can eat when I get home because of other like lack of time or motivation. So like, look, I mean, yeah, this sums it up perfectly. Look at what is on my desk. Nutella and a spoon. That's how terrible my diet is right now. So, that is something I need to fix. It's like my typical day, I will have, like, say, a grilled cheese for breakfast if I go to work, and then whatever for lunch, sandwich or whatever. And then I'll come home, I'll have, like, a microwave meal. It's so bad, so my diet is terrible. Then next is loneliness. Now, given I'm so busy all the time, like I don't really have time for anything, so it's like I see my family usually 1 day a week. So I see them I usually go Friday night to my parents' house. I hang out with them. I don't really have any friends close by that I can hang out with. At work, I don't really hang out with anyone. So I do talk to obviously my coworkers, but they're not friends. You know what I mean? They're coworkers. It's a different ball game. So I only talk to them because I have to, not because I want to. And in terms of girlfriend, for example, there is a girl I've been pursuing for a while, but it's the same. It's what I said in the other video. I have to try so effing hard to get the same as what other people get so easily. And I'm sick of it. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely sick of it. Like, why do I have to work so hard to get the same as everyone else? You know, I have to try 10 times harder to get even normal stuff. Do even the people there's 7 other people in this house where I live now, right? And I am not friends with any of them. Not one person in this house I can call my friend. I've tried to be friends with them. They're not interested. So, you know, the loneliness, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's already got to a point after all these years where I'm just like, screw them. You know, screw everyone. I'll just be happy with myself. And then the anxiety. Now, anxiety is something that comes and goes. So sometimes I will be stressed out about traveling, about whatever, social anxiety, travel anxiety, and so on. And then I'll find some new coping method and it'll go away for a while. But my brain has got an, you know, sort of amazing habit of like undoing all the good work I've done with these different methods, and then basically making me immune to all these methods and then making me feel like crap. So, you know, I am not happy that at my age anxiety is still returning. But I know that the anxiety is being elevated by things like bad diet, not enough exercise, and so on. I know that. So hopefully the sort of stress relief, I can help myself if I exercise more. And then next with all that, lack of free time. So because I'm spending 2 hours a day traveling to back and forth to work, by the time I get home, you guys know how tired I am. That's why I'm barely live streaming these days. I live stream in the weekends, and then sometimes I'll stream on a Saturday, and I'll be so tired that I won't even stream on the Sunday. I'll just be like, I need to rest because Monday I'm back to it. So the lack of free time is just awful. You know, it's absolutely awful. I am not living my life. Simply, I am living to pay my bills. That's it. I am a complete slave to this system of simply wake up, go to work, get a little bit of money, pay my bills. So I earn the money is taken from me, and then I'm just sitting here like, what have I accomplished? I've accomplished nothing. I'm standing exactly still in life, you know, and it's very, very frustrating. And then that goes hand in hand with bad routine. So because I have such little free time, like I get so tired and so on that I can't do anything. I would like to do other things. I would like to go out, be adventurous, do this, do that, and so on. I just don't have the energy. So my typical routine would be, if I am available, I have free time. If I'm not streaming, I'll be in bed. You know what I mean? So, and again, it's not what I want. And then something that's been a burden for me for a few months is I've actually got more than 250 videos pending on YouTube. Now, what those videos are for were for Final Fantasy 14. So, like for Stormblood. So I've got all guides, crafting guides, Aether Current guides, all these videos which I never published, class quests, and all the rest that I used to upload before. But because I've got so many pending, I'm not motivated to upload any of them. Like, for me, I'm not happy generally as a person, so I don't enjoy 14. So it's not necessarily 14's fault. I just don't enjoy it anymore. It is a struggle even to log in. So, and because I feel 14 is following the same upload strategy for their content, you know, like, let's add a dungeon, let's wait 3 months, let's add a raid, let's wait 3 months, let's add a relic, let's wait 3 months. You know, because it's in that sort of predictable routine, I am bored. I am bored to the nth degree, so that's why I can't even stand to look at the game anymore. So that's why I'm not publishing the videos, that's why I'm not covering 14 on my channel, that's why I'm not doing anything with it. And it's a shame, because you guys know full well that I loved Final Fantasy 14, I just don't anymore. So I miss that, I miss that feeling. And then, last but not least, on top of all of this, is the feeling of being punished. So let me explain that a bit. Now, nearly 2 years ago now, you guys know that I was kicked out of my parents' house. And the reason why is because my father thought that I had tons of money saved up somewhere. Like, I was hiding money. He said, like, I've got 30 grand hidden somewhere. And I was like, are you kidding? Like, I wish. And he was like, okay, you don't prove it. Like, he wanted to see my bank statements. And my answer, me being me, I was like, piss off. I don't have to reveal, I don't have to prove anything to you. My word is enough. And by law, you're not allowed to even bring this to me. And I was then kicked out of my parents' house on that regard. I had no money. He thought I had money. He thought I'd be okay. But it was you guys who actually bailed me out. Not my own family. My family left me to die. So, and, you know, like, why do I have, for example, why do I have the debt to begin with? Is because I was in a emotionally abusive relationship. As you guys know, you probably know full well who I'm talking about. I was in it for 2.5 years. This was more than 5 years ago. And I'm still paying off the debt that she caused me. So this debt that's been hanging over my head all these years is from an abusive relationship. It's not because I wanted the debt, you know. So, like, I do tend to spend a lot of money and so on, but I wouldn't have spent anywhere near that if it was just on me. If I was, like, buying games or whatever. You know, sorry, just pointing towards my game consoles. You know, like, there's no way I would have ever amounted this much debt if it wasn't for her. Simple as that. And that feeling has been sort of hanging over me now for years. Years and years and years. It's sort of like, it's like, so what have I been punished for? I've been punished for, like, daring to love someone. I've been punished for not revealing financial information, which I'm not even legally obliged to divulge to anyone. And also, as well, I've embarrassed myself of everyone by doing it, you know what I mean? So, like, I embarrassed myself in front of the entire 14 community more than once. I embarrassed myself in front of my friends. There's not many of them left. I embarrassed myself in front of my extended family and so on. And, you know, it's like, give me a break. You know what I mean? Now, one thing that gives me hope, they say that, you know, God will not put you through anything that you cannot bear. Now, even if you're not religious, what that basically means is that through coincidence, luck, whatever you want to call it, fate, whatever you want to call it, you shouldn't hopefully, like, receive burdens which are too much in your lifetime. Hopefully not. I know people do, but hopefully you won't. So even with all of this crap, like, you know, hanging over my head, you know, I will keep working. I will keep fighting for it. Now, the biggest one, obviously, for me, is if I can eliminate the debt. So let's visualize it. Debt is gone. I've paid. Let's get to the day. Fast forward to the day. I've paid off the loan. Oh, I will feel so good. You know what I mean? If that one thing is gone from this list, then that will feel great. Because then that will eliminate, hopefully, the anxiety. Because I won't constantly be worried about money anymore. And then by not worrying about anxiety anymore, then, you know, maybe I will do other things. You know, maybe I'll start exercising. You know, maybe I'll start taking care of myself. Because I won't be stressed about money anymore. I'll be like, yeah, let's work out. Let's feel good again. So if we can eliminate that. And then when I start doing exercise again, what will go hand in hand with it is I will probably, just by instinct and necessity, have a much better diet. So that will go. And then when you start working on yourself and you start being happier and so on, then the loneliness will go. Because, you know, I will naturally just be around people who are also motivated, who are also working towards better things in their life and so on. And it will make me feel better. And what that will also do is it will eliminate the bad routine. Because the reason why is because, you know, even if I have a lack of free time or whatever, it's like I will use every minute properly. You know, so I will work out when I need to work out. I will live stream, you know, because I'll have more energy to live stream in the day and so on. So that feeling of lack of free time, that will go, because then I will feel like I'm using, even if I haven't got much free time, I will feel like, you know, it's time, I'm using the time the way I want to use it, sort of thing. And then what that will leave me with 250 videos for 14, that feeling of being punished, and my job commute. Now, if I'm healthy, if I'm working out and so on, then the journey to work, it won't be a burden for me, if you know what I mean. It will just be like, I'm just going to work. Big deal. Whoop-de-doo. So I think that will go. It'll simply be a case of, because more than half of my journey to work is walking. As you know, I'm doing the 10,000 steps and so on. So it'll be a case of, yeah, I look forward to it. Because there used to be a time, a couple of jobs ago, where I would go to London. I travel even further than I'm traveling now. And I would go to an underground station where I could wait 10 minutes for the lift to finally come down and take me up. Or I could immediately go up this like endless spiraled staircase up to the top. But because I was in such a sort of workout energy mode, I used to sprint up those stairs. And I used to feel good about it as well. So hopefully if I start exercising again, the burden of the commute will go. Now, when it comes to the 250 videos, to be perfectly honest, given that they're now more than a year old, I might just think, screw it, I'm not going to publish them. They're old, no one's going to care, I no longer care, I'm not going to publish them, not going to help anyone, and so on. And that leaves me with, you know, just the one more thing, the feeling punished. Now, when I am working on myself better, if I have a better diet and working harder on my job and my lifestyle and beating people and so on, simply I won't feel punished anymore, because I will feel more happier. So it's kind of like, it will just be like, yeah, I had a hard time the last couple of years, but whatever. It's like, it's led me to be where I am now, and things are good. So goodbye. You know what I mean? So simply, that's where I am right now. It's simply, I know what's hanging over my head. I know what is causing me to feel down and upset. But I also know what I need to do about it. You know what I mean? And I wanted to make this video to just visualize, you know, where I am right now and what I need to do to fix it. As stupid as it sounds, I actually feel bad when I have a beard like this. You know, I really feel awful. It makes me feel terrible. I don't know how men do it, how men always have beards. So I think tomorrow I will go and I will just get shaved. The reason I don't shave myself, because you might think just pick up a razor and shave yourself, is because when I shave myself, I always get rashes. Since I was 14, I always got rashes shaving. And I've tried a million things. People say, oh, maybe you're using the wrong razor. Maybe you're using the wrong shaving cream. Maybe you're using the wrong this, wrong that. Look, I've tried everything. So I literally just go to a barber. They do it for me. They use about 4 different types of clippers. They just do a good job. £5, you know, what they do. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, that's my life. That's where I am right now. That's how I feel, you know. And I hope, you know, I hope you guys are happier than me, because right now I am pissed off. I am frustrated. I am whatever. I am stressed out of my mind. But you guys know, for me, like sharing these videos, sharing these things is very therapeutic. So yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you like my content, to like, favorite, and subscribe. It's obviously a bit different to the sort of crafting and 14 videos I used to make, but it's just where I am in life right now. So hopefully things will get better as time goes on. So anyway, guys, thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.